Okay, so we're going to be talking about Skip Bayless' insensitive comments on social media. We're also going to be talking about, I hope I don't mispronounce this young man's name, Darvin Hamilton. I think that's his name. If I butchered it, I do apologize. I also want to apologize for the noise in the background. It's raining in my city, and it is what it is. So we're going to try to get this video done and over with. So basically, Monday Night Football, the Bills were playing, and Darvin was getting there was a play involving him where he got shooken up a little bit. He got up immediately, then fell right back down on the field, and several minutes later, the game just simply stopped. It was almost like the Twilight Zone. Everything around that area was paused, and I knew something serious happened. I knew it was much more than just an injury, and then you started hearing the reports, and you start seeing them administering CPR. You saw the ambulance come to the field, okay? Not the medical personnel and a stretcher. The whole ambulance came to the field. And when I saw that, I knew this was serious. Now, Skip Bayless has a habit of whatever game he's watching, he likes to do these up-to-date tweets. He likes to tweet to everybody what's going on in the game. And he made several tweets talking about this incident. There was a couple of tweets where he went to the side of, is he okay? I hope he's okay, and pray for him, and this, that, and the third. But then there was one tweet that you see on your screen where he's basically has that old cliche, the show must go on. All right. And that got him in a lot of hot water. The NFL football world, current as well as football players, coaches, personalities, even his own media, his own fellow media members, was very critical of Skip Bayless. Now, Skip Bayless did apologize later on. A lot of people felt like he was pressured to apologize in a tweet. I hope and pray that wasn't the case. I just hope and pray that he came to his senses and said, well, maybe that's not a good time to tweet that, the show must go on because this is a very important game. And, Skip Bayless was more concerned about finishing the game. It just left an ambiance of Skip Bayless was more concerned about the game than the player. And football is a vicious sport, okay? This is a violent sport where every play, every tackle can probably be your last tackle or the last time you've been hit. You can lose a limb. You can break a limb. You can get brain damage, and you could lose your life. And a lot of people seem to forget how violent this sport is, okay? And I feel like Skip Bayless was sort of caught up in the moment, but I do feel like those recent tweets were very insensitive. And then he came on this morning on Undisputed. I noticed that it was just only Skip Bayless and the moderator, and they didn't really talk too much on why Shannon Sharp didn't attend. They kind of glossed over the fact. And Skip once again tried to explain himself live and on television, his recent statement of last night's game, and reassuring people that he's concerned for this young man's life moving forward. And he understands a game is just a game and this, that, and the third, but the damage has already been done. Skip looks real bad on social media, and there's a lot of people And there's an article that I'm going to link in the description of there's media members wanting Fox to fire Skip Bayless for these insensitive comments. Now, I will say this before we continue the video. If this was anybody else, okay? If this was like, let's say Shannon Sharpe, which I don't believe Shannon Sharpe would would take it to this level. I don't believe Stephen A. Smith. I don't believe, and I'm just naming people that I've listened to and enjoy and watch. You can just put anybody's Troy Aikman, whoever. I felt like if this happened to anyone else and they understand the errors of their way and they apologize, not only on social media but their own platforms, even though people would still be a little upset with these individuals, they would forgive them, but they won't forget and just move on about their day. With Skip Bayless, he's a highly target that Skip Bayless created that bullseye on his back first and foremost, so you can't feel too bad for the guy. And a lot of people feel like he's a pariah. A lot of media members have issues with Skip Bayless. A lot of athletes have issues with Skip Bayless because Skip, it's not the fact that Skip Bayless speaks his mind. It's just the fact that Skip Bayless says things and does things that rub people the wrong way. And I felt like this was a perfect storm. And it seemed like a lot of people seem to forget that Skip Bayless was already in hot water a couple of weeks ago with his outburst with Shannon Sharpe, basically throwing Shannon Sharpe under the bus over the Tom Brady comments. That's not, that's not looking good for Skip Bayless. Not to mention the fact that a lot of people feel like Shannon Sharpe is the bigger star in the room on Undisputed. You got that going on, as well as Skip Bayless has a long line of people that don't like his antics, that don't like his choice of words and things of that nature. Skip Bayless, this came at the worst time for Skip Bayless. Even Shannon Sharpe, and like I said, they gloss over the fact Shannon Sharpe did not attend today's live show. Now, maybe that was scheduled. I'm pretty sure Fox Sports 1 is going to release a statement and say, hey, this was scheduled. He wanted a day off, this, that, and the third. I really think low-key he didn't want to be anywhere in that studio with Skip Bayless, because I felt like Shannon Sharpe would have spoken his mind since he's a former athlete, even though he does broadcasting and things of that nature. He would have spoken his mind and told Skip and told Skip that he was in the wrong for that. It's hard to get Skip to understand his errors of his way when he says and does things. He's the type of individual that wants to explain his side of the story and then argue about it, instead of accepting responsibility, and just say, hey, I was wrong about that, or even go as far as saying maybe I was wrong about that, and just move on with it. I guarantee you guys, on Tuesday morning show, when Shannon Sharpe comes back, they're not even going to mention this as far as why Shannon Sharpe didn't why he wasn't there on the Tuesday show. I don't know why I said Monday show, because today's Tuesday. I apologize. Your boy is, Anyway, I'm just coming back from an illness, so bear with your boy. I feel like, they're not going to mention this. They're basically not going to mention why he wasn't there. And they're not even going to mention Skip Bayless's insensitive tweets on social media, or how Skip Bayless is now trying to backstep a lot of stuff he said on social media on the Tuesday morning show. I guess they'll go straight into the story at hand, which is the player who got who was laying on the ground and had a cardiac arrest, and they'll just go from there. I think Shannon Sharpe is a lot. He's going to be professional and move on because he knows how Skip Bayless is. He's been working with Skip Bayless for like over 6 or 7 years. Of course, he should know Skip Bayless. And they're just going to move on from that story moving forward. I do feel like Skip Bayless is going to receive a lot of heat and criticism. I don't know if you guys checked out what Damani Jones said on CNN. I suggest you guys to go check out that video about football is a dangerous game and you can't make football any safer. To make football safer is like creating a safe cigarette, in his analogy of it. And I really do believe it. There's no way you can unprevent these types of situations. And Skip Bayless said on the on Undisputed, he talked about how Joe Theismann broke his leg. He talked about he was talking about injuries that happened in football history. And I guess trying to paraphrase and say, well, see, that's why I made that tweet, because I'm still stuck in those old barbaric caveman days where when an injury occurred, they just cart the injured player off the field and the show just continued. But even Skip Bayless should be smart enough to know that this was a different set of circumstances. And I knew something serious, but it just goes to show Skip Bayless, as well as other media members out there, everyone wants to be first with the story or be first with their opinions. And that's why if you're subscribed to this channel, I fall back in the cut. I wait until everything develops, tell you the story, share my thoughts and opinions about it, and then keep it pushing. All right. I don't have to be first. Like a lot of content providers on YouTube, people were last night making videos and posting them last night about this incident. And everyone didn't even have all the facts in order. We just had what we knew at that particular time at 8, 9, 11 o'clock at night. Now this thing has developed more layers to it. And I'm pretty sure they're going to create more and more videos about it. So being first with a video, or being first with your opinion, want to share your thoughts and opinions, i.e. Skip Bayless, sometimes it can get you in a lot of hot water. And sometimes you need to look before you leap. And I remember, I forgot the coach's name. He went to Arizona and now he's back to Herm Edwards. Herm Edwards would always say, don't hit send on these. And I think Skip Bayless should have took that information to heart. And maybe, trying to be first or trying to get your opinion out on a incident, sometimes it can burn you. And like I said, I'm going to have the article down below. There's people that's... this individual created an article saying that they should immediately fire Skip Bayless. I don't see Skip Bayless getting fired at Fox Sports 1. That's their sort of quote unquote golden child. And they just signed him to a contract, and they know, look, let's be real here. I know a lot of people don't want to live in reality sometimes, but if Fox Sports 1 let go of Skip Bayless today, Skip Bayless will have another job, making twice as much money, having twice as much control, and be at another network. ESPN would love to gobble him up. ESPN was close of getting Skip Bayless, by the way. And the only reason why they didn't get Skip Bayless back is because Skip Bayless's wife, Ernestine, loves the California lifestyle. You mean to tell me if ESPN can get a third crack at this, they wouldn't just let Skip Bayless just do the show from California and still pay him a ton of money just to have him under their umbrella where they can get ESPN Plus up and away. And that ESPN Plus, I don't care what people say. Yeah, it's got a couple of shows here and there, but it's not worth the money because they just don't have enough content for that show. Interesting content. I'm pretty sure they can put content out there, but is it interesting content? And but going back to Skip Bayless, you have to be a fool to think that Fox Sports 1 is going to fire Skip Bayless. And I'm pretty sure that people are going to have videos about this, and they're going to have this in the topic. It's not going to happen. He's not going to get suspended. He's not going to get a fine. And Fox Sports 1 is like a maverick. They're not like ESPN. They like controversy. They like being messy. They like when, their personalities are messy because it keeps them in the headlines. And that's free publicity for Fox Sports 1. I'll be honest with you, Fox Sports 1 really doesn't have any morals and standards. They don't hold their media members accountable for what they say and what they do. I know a lot of people hate ESPN, but the one thing I like about ESPN, they hold their, for the most part, their media members accountable. And that's all I got for today, guys. I want to apologize. I didn't make any videos or did a live stream last week because, like I said, I was sick. I didn't want to do anything, and I'm back better than ever, and I'm gonna create more videos and live streams, not only on this YouTube channel but my other YouTube channel. So be on the lookout for that stuff. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.